Say hi. Say hi to camera. Okay, you go back down and play. Yeah, there you go. Alright, before I start this video, I just want to point out I've got some pretty bad allergies right now, so it might sound like I'm talking through like a straw. You know, I can't do anything about it, and I gotta make this video for Monday, so here we are. If you're searching up this video, you know that iOS 16 is out. I've just been waiting to get my hands on this update and customize my lock screen to the fullest. So if you don't know, I'll go ahead and show you my whole setup right now. That's my current lock screen. As you can see, I got the Brooklyn Bridge in the background. Pretty cool photo. Also, notice how the Empire State Building is like perfectly lined up in the abutments, I guess that's what you call those. This street is just awesome how it lines up with the bridge. I just love this photo, so I put it on here, but you'll see that my whole theme is actually a city theme, so it ties along well, and it's actually technically New York themed. Right now, as you can see, I haven't changed the clock since I updated it, so it's just this big, thick, like bold font. But then if I unlock it, you can see that I got my little like widget right here with the date, time, all that. And then you got the skyline in the background of New York. At the bottom, you got my phone and messages. And in the middle, I've got my Safari. I know, it says Google, but I'm using Safari. That was the only building I could find with like internet on it. You know, they don't have a Safari building. So if we scroll over to the next page, I kept this very minimalist. So you can see that there's no like names on them. I just deleted all of them and I repictured them with like city-esque covers. Essentially though, anybody getting on my phone never knows like what is what. So it's kind of just memorization at this point. But in the top left, we got settings, we got music, we got maps, we got calendar, we got stocks, photos, camera, and notes. And also you'll notice that I keep it all in the top like portion of the screen. I just thought it was nice and it didn't overlay and it just gives this really clean effect. Let's see, I gotta try and remember some of these because I don't use all these that often. Obviously, we got Snapchat on the bottom there, we got regions to the right of that. To the left, we got Zillow. To the left of that, we got Instagram. Then up top on the right, we have YouTube. So right next to YouTube, we got Netflix. To the left of that, we got TikTok. And to the left of that, we have Find My Friends. As you can see the hint, there's like people walking around, find them. Yeah, you get the idea. So that's my current setup. But now that we got iOS 16, I can do wonders when it comes to the lock screen. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. All right, so if you wanna customize your lock screen, what you need to do is you need to go to the lock screen, and you can actually do this through settings as well, but I'd recommend just going through the lock screen. It's way easier and you don't have to dive through all the settings. Once you're on your lock screen, tap and hold, and you'll see it kind of zooms out and you get these options. So you can actually make multiple different lock screens if you want to swap them up. Obviously, I don't really want to do that because I kind of customize it and leave it. I had to tell you all this, if you have a current like photo on your lock screen, as you can see, if I try to customize this, it's gonna make me reapply that photo. So you better hope that you've got that photo saved somewhere and you can get it back on your phone, or else you're gonna have to go online and find it again. And the only reason I point that out is because right before I started recording, I spent 30 minutes trying to find this wallpaper again online. And I actually did it. And I edited it a little bit to get it just like this. So we're gonna add a new wallpaper. So click that plus and you'll see you got tons of options. You can do emojis, you can do astronomy, color, like here's all your like categories. These are all pretty ugly to me. I like the astronomy one because you can do this and you can swipe and like look at all these different things. Earth detail, and it shows you where you're at actually. Don't come after me if you can find my location. But yeah, and then you can also do the solar system, which is pretty unique. You know, you can watch it, see when the planets are aligning and see why everyone's acting weird. So you can see the emoji ones. I don't know, like, come on. If you're putting an emoji on your lock screen, I need to have a word with you. Like, this is just unacceptable, honestly. I mean, to each their own, but at the same time, please don't do that. It's just gross. Okay, and then below that, you know, you've got your random color collections, I guess, as Apple advertises it. And then below that, you've got just colors. And I know you can go through these and you can change the colors and whatnot. But what we're gonna do today is we're going to go to photos and we're gonna click on the photo. As you can see, I tried to find multiple images and I was finally able to find the right one. So to readjust this, what you gotta do is you gotta do a little pinching motion and then you gotta move it around as you're pinching. It's not my favorite controls, but it does the job. Now I'm gonna try and use the depth effect. Sometimes it doesn't work on certain photos. So I'm gonna try and line it up towards the top here and see if we can get that to work. So that's pretty lined up. for the most. Actually, we need to go a little bit to the left. See, this is what I'm saying. It's like it's hard to adjust because you have to pinch it. It's just not very ideal. What we're gonna do is we're gonna hit this little 3 dots at the bottom right of the screen. And when you hit these dots, it's gonna say depth effect. See, it's not working again. I don't know why that is. It must be the wallpaper is just too complex. So if it's not working for you, I guess get a more simplistic wallpaper. So unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to do that today, or I just don't know how to fix that. Let's go up to the date since it's at the top. So we can choose a widget here. You know, it would be fitting to have like some stocks on here since it's like, you know, New York themed. Only problem is I don't like watching my stocks because it's just like a roller coaster and you're better off just checking it here and there. We got some calendar stuff. I mean, it's hard to change up the date. Like you kind of need the date on there. Is there like a cooler looking date? Can I like, okay, so that's just gonna have to stay that way. Let's go to the clock next. So here we can change our fonts and whatnot of the clock. Oh, what is this? What the heck? So here's like 8 fonts you have to choose from. This is the first one, that's the second. That one's a little better. That's more like our general like font we're used to. That one's kind of curvy. That one's kind of numbery. I'm digging the more like mature fonts, like either this one, or this one. I don't like the curvy things on the 3 there. Mine's not modern enough to use this one. So we're gonna go with the small, fancy font. I think that's a good one. And now for the color. So I have like generally a cream theme going. I'm kind of leaning towards this one. However, it doesn't have much contrast. Only thing is it does blend in a little bit, but honestly, I think I'm okay with that. It's not really that hard to see it still. And I want the wallpaper to shine through the clock. I don't really want the clock to be like the center of the show. Okay, so now we're gonna add a widget. So this is the cool new feature that everybody's hyped about, is you can actually put some widgets on your lock screen. So you can just click your phone and you can look at multiple different things. So we've got more stocks, timer options, we've got fitness options, battery options. Hopefully more apps will start to make like third-party compatibility with this, but for now, I guess this is what we got. Honestly, I don't know. Like I don't have an Apple Watch, so my fitness stuff isn't really that accurate. So I'm not gonna do that. Clock might be nice actually. I set an alarm every morning, so we'll do battery just to keep me aware of that. Okay, you know, I think that's all I'm gonna do. The only thing is just I really can't see that. Like when you're looking at the screen, it really blends in perfectly. Well, then I'm gonna remove the battery life one because that one doesn't show through as well. We'll see how handy it is. All right, and then there's one more option that we have here, and that's putting like a filter on it. So you can see down at the bottom, it says natural, and it's got like 4 dots below it. You can actually swipe and it's gonna put a certain filter over the whole screen. So that's like a retro vibe, which is pretty cool. That's like almost like an Instagram filter, black and white, and then classic normal. Obviously I'm gonna leave it classic and normal because I already edited this photo. And it's now bothering me that the bridge isn't lined up perfectly. So we're actually gonna get that timer like right in the middle. Okay, that looks solid. All right, and then to finish up our edit, what we're gonna do is we're gonna click the done button in the top right. And once you've clicked that, oh, would you look at that, it's 2 o'clock. You've got 2 options. You've got set as wallpaper pair, which is going to put your lock screen on your home screen, or you can do customize home screen, which we'll click. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to find the home screen image that I had before. So what I did is I found a different one. So you just click on that and it will give you the customization to move it around. But yeah, you have your same filter options, and then you can just change the picture in the bottom left corner if you want. And then essentially that's like all you can do on that screen. And then after you've clicked done on your home screen customization, you can just exit out by swiping and you'll see that it's exactly how you want it. I'm actually not a big fan of the new home screen wallpaper, so I'll probably change that again after this. It just doesn't tie in the way it used to. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, so that's the new lock screen and home screen customizations, mainly lock screen customizations. I hope you found something helpful in this video that adds to your wallpaper experience. Maybe you'll create a cool wallpaper or something, or whatnot. If you liked the video, please leave a like below, maybe even consider subscribing, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.